Greeting to everyone. Myself Syed Furkhan Mehdi of Information Technology branch in ISL Engineering College. Here is my final year major project that is on student performance prediction based on machine learning. Let's start with our PowerPoint presentation. Introduction. Performance analysis of outcome based on learning is a system which will strive for excellence at different levels and diverse dimensions in the field of student interest. We analyze the prediction of student performance based on a few parameters that are social, engagement, health issues, parent supports, social relationship, and all. We use some of the modern technologies of AI, that is machine learning, and we use tree algorithms, SVM, neural networks, and logistic regression. Abstract. This system developed to analyze and predict the student performance only. The proposed framework analyze the student demographic data study related to psychological characteristic to extract all possible knowledge from students, teachers and parents, seeking the highest possible accuracy in academic performance prediction using a set of powerful data mining techniques. Existing system. The previous predictive models only focused on using the student demographic data like gender, age, family, status and all. These are a few basic that is used in previous existing system. These previous work were only limited to provide the prediction of academic success or failure without illustrating the reasons of these predictions. There are other parameters that are not mentioned in existing system. The disadvantages of this are, apart from the previously mentioned work, there are previous statistical analysis model from the perspective of educational psychology that conducted a couple of studies to examine the correlation between the mental health and the academic performance. The type of the recommendation was too brief. They missed illustrating the methodologies of apply proposed system. The proposed system framework firstly focus on merging the demographic and study related attribute with the educational psychology fields. Use some of the interesting parameters in the data set, like the student is belong to rural or urban, whether they're traveling more or not, taking tuitions, extra tuitions or not, whether they have health problems or not. These are mentioned in data. Advantage of proposed system. These recommendations are based on experienced studies for enhancing the students' academic performance. In addition to the mentioned above functionalities, the system will also alert all parties with the possible upcoming mental illness that the student might suffer from. That helps this proposed system help in examining the student behavior both on personal and social engagement. Here is our architecture. First, the collection of data set, then data pre-processing, where we select few parameters and remove other unwanted, unrelated parameters that will make a problem in future. So feature extraction is selecting important parameter to improve the accuracy of the model, then applying machine learning algorithm. Here we are trying with tree algorithms, that is sequence vector machine, logistic regression, and neural networks. Then we classify and train and test few data. 70% of data is trained and 30% is remaining for testing. Then data classification, where we get three type of classes: high, low, medium. Then the result of accuracy of model. UML diagrams. Unified modeling language is general purpose and development modeling language in the field of software engineering. It is standard way to visualize the design of the system. Here we, in the diagram, we can see the system is help to do generate data set, refinement of input data set, applying data mining techniques, select best technique, calculating results, report generation, whether data set give, keep record of attendance, keep record of class, test, grade. Here other UML property, that is class diagram. In software engineering, type of static structure diagram that describe the structure of a system using its type of classes. Here we have three classes. Module for class diagram. First is dataset, where we have student details, all personal details of student, then performance, previous performance of the student, and a few other labels like health issues, traveling time, whether they belong to rural or urban area, or they hang out more or not, they are in a relationship or not. This all data is present in dataset. Then this module, where we do first data analysis on a few data to understand the data more precisely, and do further apply algorithm, machine learning algorithm, feature extraction. Here we, in feature extraction, next thing is feature extraction is an attribute reduction process, unlike feature selection, which ranks the existing attribute according to their predictive significance. Of feature extraction actually transform the attribute. The transformed attribute of feature are a linear combination of original attribute. Finally, our module is trained using classifier algorithm. We use classify module on neural natural language toolkit library on Python. Then in results, there are exploratory data analysis, model selection, and accuracy result. Accuracy of model, our machine learning model. Here we have 78% of accuracy in neural networks and logistic regression model. Sequence diagram. Our sequence diagram are typically associated with use cases realization in the logical view of system under development. It is also called as event diagram. First, user give data, then data set collection part. Here we do pre-processing of the data, like selecting important attributes. Then feature extraction means selecting only important attribute for applying in algorithm. Then applying algorithm or machine learning algorithm, classify data set into train and test. Then accuracy of our result. Activity diagram. Activity diagram is a graphical representation of workflow that is to help to understand the work of the system. First, data set collection, then pre-processing, then training and testing of the data, then feature extraction, then applying a machine learning algorithm and prediction, then getting the accuracy and result of the student performance. Here are modules. We have 4 modules. Let's see what are the data collection. Data used in this paper. This step is concerned with selecting the subset of all variable data that you will be working with. Machine learning problem start with data, preferably lots of data for which you already know the target answer. Data for which you are already know the target answer is called labeled data. Data preprocessing. Data processing. Data processing organizes your selected data by formatting, cleaning and sampling from it. Formatting the data you here formatting the data you have selected may not be in format that is suitable for you to work with. The data may be in a relational database and you would like to do in flat file. Cleaning of data. Cleaning of data means removing the removing the unwanted values or null values, or filling with null values. Mean filling with mean of that attribute. Then sampling. There may be far more selected data available, then you need to work with more data can result in much longer running times for algorithm and larger computational and memory requirement. You can take a smaller representative sample of selected data that may be much faster in exploring and prototyping solution before considering the whole dataset. Feature extraction. Next thing is feature extraction is an attribute reduction process. Unlike feature selection, which ranks the existing attribute according to their predictive significance, we use the labeled dataset gathered. The rest of our labeled dataset will be used to evaluate the model. Some machine learning algorithm were used to classify pre-processed data. The chosen classifier uses the random forest. These algorithms are very popular in text classification tasks. Evaluation of model. Model evaluation is an integral part of model development process. It helps to find the best model that represent our data and how well the chosen model will be work in future. Evaluating model performance with the data used for training is not acceptable in data science because it can easily generate over optimistic results. Requirements. Here we use Jupyter Notebook, Python, Anaconda Navigator, Python built-in modules. Here is our output. Our output is classified into 3 classes, that is low, medium and high. On x-axis there are roll numbers of the student, and left side of the y-axis we have score of 60, count of 60. Selection ID shows the percentage of classes is divided into the given dataset for given dataset. Here the accuracy result of our 3 machine learning algorithms. Logistic regression it is only 58%, where SVM sequence vector machine it has 70%, and for neural network it is 70%. Conclusion. Finally, performance analysis for student are major problem. It is important that they are counted. The work reported in this thesis indicates the machine learning techniques with supervised learning algorithm with respect to student record. In the future, we provide some we can build the prediction model using neural network and improvise further for getting good results. Here are our references. Thank you for your time.